Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jeffrey, back again with another video. Welcome back to my channel if you're not new here. Today I just wanted to talk about how to increase your conversion rate in 2019. There's been a lot of changes since 2018 that you should know about, and in 2019 I have a few tips for you to increase conversion rates, and yeah, let's get right to it. So before we start, make sure to subscribe, it's free. So you don't miss out on any free content to help you out for your store, and make sure to turn notifications on so you don't miss out on any new videos or updates. And make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it and comment below what you think. Okay, so number one we have here is branding that will help increase the conversion rate. So this means having custom logo and packaging via white labeling and private labeling. So what basically that means is white labeling and private labeling just means that you're slapping on your logo into the products that you're selling. Let's say if you're a portable blender or something, you're just putting like your own logo to the product itself. If you're in apparel, you're just gonna have a tag, for your product, or like a custom, custom bag for it. So how you can achieve this is you can really communicate with your supplier and discuss the details. I mentioned before in my previous videos that you should be communicating with your supplier. If once you've gained some traction and once you've found that you have a winning product, so you can discuss the details regarding the logistics, what kind of logo you want, where do you want to place it, stuff like that, and to really work on the details and to make sure it's perfect and it's the way you want it. So this will help improve your social proof and demand a higher margin, as well as improving your conversion rate. So there's really nothing really can go wrong with having good branding materials in place. This will also help with customer satisfaction. Once people receive their product, they really like the product. They really think that they're getting their best bang for their buck, and there will be an increase in perceived value for sure once you have all that in place. So this will also help with the customer retention rate and all that as well. So nothing really can go wrong with having good branding materials. Alright, so next we have having your own photos. So it's important to have your own photos in your website to make sure they're original and they are congruent with your store. So there are 3 ways you can have your own photos here that I can think of. So the first one is ordering the product yourself and take the photo or video yourself. So you can make sure that you can have original content by taking your own photos and your own videos. Of course, make sure that they're high definition. You can even use an iPhone nowadays because iPhones have really good quality on their camera. And second way is to have your supplier take photos of you, especially take photos for you. I'm sorry, that's kind of awkward. But yeah, so taking photos for you, and making sure it's the way you want it, and making sure they're high definition. Especially if you've gained some traction for your store and you're helping them with their business, they shouldn't hesitate to help you out, to help you get more sales, because you're getting you more sales will mean you're getting them more sales. So the third way is outsourcing this task to an agency. There are lots of agencies out there to help business owners with their videos and their photos, and there are just a lot of options for you. And so if you really want high definition photos, be sure to reach out to them if you're lazy to take them or you don't want to order the product yourself. But I just personally prefer ordering the product yourself. You can save the money and time. So yeah, you can also increase the credibility for having your own photos and have photos that are congruent with your store. So making sure that the photos are consistent the whole way out, and it's consistent in high definition, and this would be hard for competitors to steal and use your photos as well. So right here, one example of Gymshark. I always like to use Gymshark because I really like the products, first of all, and second because I think their branding is just on point. They've been growing in popularity, huge following in social media channels like Instagram and stuff. But as you can see, they actually have a lot of good photos and custom photos, and they're really high definition. This is the type of photos that you kind of want. Obviously, you don't have to have like your own model, but it's better to have your own custom photos that are consistent. All of these have the same model and it looks like they're taken from the same shoot and stuff like that. And we have more social proof here from Instagram, write a review and stuff like that. So having your own photos is really important. So the third one here is keeping the website simple. So as you saw on Gymshark website, it was also really clean, just nothing too excessive. It was just a white background and just a black add to cart button and stuff like that. So you want to keep it super simple. And in terms of Shopify, dropshipping, only use the apps that are completely necessary for you. So if you don't know which apps are completely necessary, try going to your apps and ask yourself, go through the list of the apps that you have and ask yourself, do you really need this app? What kind of purpose does it serve, and does it help increase your sales and your conversion rate? And so you're going to go down ultimately and find which ones do work and which one doesn't work, and just cut the fat and delete all the ones that you don't need. Because too many apps can actually slow down your website, and slowing down your website can actually stunt your conversion rate as well. So you have to make sure that not only do you have the apps that's important for you, but also not have too many apps, as it can slow down your website as well, and that can hurt your conversion rate. So in 2019, scarcity and urgency is actually still okay, but it's important that you only use one of them and not both, and that you shouldn't go too overboard with it. Anything that's excessive is not good, and you want to make sure that it's clean and it's easy to navigate. So one app I recommend now is an app called 𝗿𝗲𝘀, which I found out recently. It's actually an app that has 40 plus apps in one application. So you have things like trust badges, description tabs, scroll to top, all these really important apps that you need for your store, and all these apps are actually compiled into one. So it's really going to improve your conversion rate and your load speed, your load time for your website, which is really important. So it's also all in one server, so it's going to be really easy for you to, it really increases the site speed of it, and then easy for you to navigate and find which apps work for you best. So you want to find something, of course, that's easy to navigate, as I mentioned, and make the whole checkout process really easy. You want to keep the background white, keep it super simple, and no excessive apps and features. So number 4, the fourth tip here we have is having proper reviews in place. So having good reviews means that you have reviews that are usually 4 stars or above, and that they have proper grammar. That's the most important part. The last thing you would want is to have grammar that's like broken and it's hard to understand. That's not proper English. So you want to make sure that it's proper grammar. If you're using Loox, which you should be for dropshipping, because it's usually the ultimate, the best photo reviews app for Shopify, you can actually choose from AliExpress which photos that you want to include in your review section. And so you can always remove the ones that that don't have proper grammar, that don't have proper English, and choose the ones that are preferably has pictures as opposed to just comments. So I'm pretty sure you can choose that in the review section when you import the reviews in the store and your product page. So just make sure you have high quality reviews and that they make sense, and preferably with pictures. So last but not least, the 5th tip to increase your conversion rate is to have proper product descriptions. So like I said before, benefits sell and features and specifications don't. So you should always sell with benefits and then support them with the features and specifications later on, especially if you have a technical product that requires you to highlight the specifications for more information and details. So make sure to always sell the benefits of the product. Things like having a lightweight design, explain how to make their life easier. This is easy for problem-solving products actually. It's pretty no-brainer. And I'm sure there are some on AliExpress as well that you can take from and get inspiration from. But if you have a passionate product and that's not problem solving, then you can always explain how it will make them feel, how it will make them feel good, and how it will make their life easier. For example, if you're in the apparel industry, you can say something like it will transform your wardrobe, it will elevate your style, it will complement any outfit, stuff like that. So just because it's not a problem-solving product doesn't mean that you can't have benefits, right? So yeah, these are just my 5 product descriptions. Sorry, my 5 tips for improving your conversion rate in 2019. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have a face cam today because I just don't feel I don't feel pretty, so I don't feel like having my face around. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you want more content. Like the video if you liked the video and got some value, and comment what you think. And I look forward to seeing you next video, and thanks for tuning in and thanks for watching. Thanks guys.